Hey everyone. Hey, welcome. This is Jeremy again, and we are going to start part 4 of working with trying to build a website here. So, going to do it live here. Hopefully, people will join, and then I will post that shortly after on YouTube. Have to do a little bit of editing though, because yeah. So let me emptying my pockets here. They're full of stuff. And we will give this a try. And put this over there. Oh, my desk is a mess. I don't know about yours, but it's pretty messy. AirPods, put those away. All right, so we're going to dive right in. I'm actually working right now on the FileMaker side. I thought I would just show that quick. There we go. Trying to build a script that will take the survey responses and parse them correctly. And so far, I've got it working mostly. Here's one example of a response that's been parsed from Typeforms API and put into here. So I'm getting some errors. I'm going to run this again. I'm going to just delete all these records. Then I'm going to run it again and see if I can get. I need to fix the scripting a little bit. So here I go. Survey responses. I've actually got this set up. Hopefully, let's just debug it. All right, so it's got my key. It's going to go fetch the records. I don't need to keep doing this, but I am. All right, so now we're going to create, and I think, so there's a particular time when some records, some responses don't work. And I need to see which one of those are. So this is the one. So it's weird because JSON. So this is one response. Why is the reference not? This is a multiple choice. Don't understand what's going on here. We'll give it a couple of minutes and then we'll. Hello. Pixie is your name here. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Glad you're participating in this. I don't know if you've caught part 1, 2, and 3 yet, but I'm trying to build a website, which I'll show in just a bit. But I'm going to try to fix this problem. So this is a choice, and it's got a reference that's upsetting to me. I'm not sure why. Field reference. Let me go to Typeform. Well, I don't know which one this is. Choice label, that's the label. I just don't know why this reference is not kicking in. All right, so I'm going to let this finish running here. I'm just going to let it run. And we'll let it finish. All right, so I think I have some errors. Let's take a look at what those errors are. Yeah, there's a few. This is a list. So I'm going to quickly turn these into an array. So I'll do done, 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 and substitute errors. Do that for that. And there we So JSON format elements. Boom. All right. So here are the questions with the errors, and I got to see if I can fix them somehow. Let's just do this. All right. So these are all the multiple choice ones. Okay. All right. I'll have to figure that out. All right. So anyway, and feel free to put a comment in the chat. Can't talk live here, but feel free to put a note in the chat, and I will check on it every once in a while, and then probably forget. All right, so let's go to what we are trying to build. I've said this many times, and I'll always reiterate. I'm trying to build this site here, which you can't see. Just give me a sec. Let me think through this. Stupid. Do that. Do that. Every time I get in here, this changes, and I have to recrop it. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so this is what I'm trying to build: a website that shows the JavaScript libraries that have been submitted by people. By the way, if you haven't already done so, you should do this. I'm going to put this in the chat here. Over here for a sec. If you haven't done this, or if you have done this once but have more JavaScript libraries that you've used, I would appreciate you submitting a new library so that we have more. We have 27 responses, I think, and I want more. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I don't know why there's new records here. All right, so anyway, what we're trying to build is this. Okay, so I'm going to get to it. I'm using VS Code to do my work, using Next.js, and I'm building a website with all this. Eventually, this website here on the left will show the data of records that people have submitted. Don't have it fully yet, but what I'm going to do is put some sample data in here for today. So give me a sec. Let me think through this. In FileMaker, this is my data here. Actually, let's see. Where is my data? My data is right here. There's some issues with some fields. We'll take care of that later. But I'm going to actually I'm going to create a execute data API script that will go fetch this data. And I'm not going to actually create it because I'm being lazy. I'm instead going to go to, oh, it's not the right one. Was it supposed to be that? There we go. I'm going to go to, nope, I'm going to go to a new or a recent file that I have. Open up the new FileMaker file, or open up this FileMaker file. There's a script in here that I want called fetch data. Nope, get data. I'm going to bring it into this script here by pasting it somewhere. I have to fix it. And we are going to set this up to say, go to the libraries layout and fetch some records. So let's let this run. Don't need that. My purpose is to fetch some sample data. Excuse me, there we go. So let's look at the data. Data, here we go. All right. Now I will go to my VS Code over here and use this as, wait, what? Oh, that's why. One sec. I'm going to open up VS Code again. And there we go. All right, so I have some sample data, and I'm going to replace this sample data with that. It's a lot of records. Export const. There we go. Okay, so this is one record with most of the fields filled in. We may have to manually fill some fields in, but should be okay. Let's keep on going here. So this is my data, and I'm going to go here, and we will run the local host, which doesn't have anything yet because I need to start up the development server over here in npm run dev. All right, so it's running, and now we got, oh, it's actually, that actually worked. Nice. So these are all of the the tables, all of the records. So we're off to a pretty good start. We've got records coming in from data tables, or from, we got records of the sample data. And what I need to do is now just work on the design because there's a lot of weirdness going on here. So I want to, and that's what I think I want to focus on today, is working on the design. I think the next time we do this, I will actually try to get data coming in from FileMaker. But for now, this is what I will do. Let's work on this component here. This component here, over here in VS Code, is the one that is driving how the component looks. We got to work on this and make it look good. First thing, okay, so most of these, well, so first of all, I need to remove the licensing from the side because some people are writing a little bit long information about it, and that just takes up a lot of space. So let's find the licensing over here, and I'm going to remove it out of this div. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I keep getting these, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. These divides, I don't think I want the divides because there'll be lots of them. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what this is going to look like. Let's try some a UI element list. I'm still trying to find what I want this to look like. The thing is that these have a lot of data, so I wonder, maybe I should just put it into a table. No, that's not as much fun. Tables are boring. So I'm going to stick with the card. I'm just going to do a design, better design for it. So the first thing I need to do is put white shadow. I'm going to put a px dash. There we go. I'm just going to scoot everything in from the corner, so it all from the edge. And then, you know, things like this, the spacing. Okay, no, I want that. I want the P6. Yeah, I do that. I'm not actually sure. What does this SpaceX do? I'm not sure. All right. So we'll do that. I'm going to make this library name. I'm going to say text LG. Make it a little bit more visible. Got to deal with the lowercase things. I want to. Now this isn't right now. This is in the order that people submitted. I don't know if I want to do something different, but all right. So we got a lot of data here. We're going to add the features. I think I need. Well, here's what I need. First of all, I need some headings. So like the licensing, I need to show a license license. Obviously, fix that up. How about I do this? Let's do this. Let's do div class name equals flex. Justify center. We'll just see what that does. Okay, well that's not what I want. Start, and we'll do px dash. How about let's do space x dash 3. Okay, that's close to what I want. Let's get rid of. It's because of the. Let's put this up here. Remove it from here. So that they're both okay, so that works. So then we'll do class name text dash gray file 400. Okay. Do I want to do something like this where it's just let's just see how this works. Not sure about this justify start. We'll see if we may do something different. Okay, so then if we copy this, impressions, then I did another one. Get rid of this because this one is not useful. Let's do another one. I'm just getting features, or yep. Okay, so I mean, this could work. Maybe space y. Let's see what this does. Nope, that's not what I want. I want py-2. Wait, where did I put that? Oh, I put it. Oh, let's do this. So we've got a bunch of divs here that hold the details. Let's put them inside of another div. And we'll do that. Kind of like that. And then we'll do py-2. Okay, and then space y-4. Okay, this is kind of coming along. There we go. I don't know. You know what? The interface thing. All right, so let's see here. It's not awful. I'm gonna see if Tailwind UI has any like description here. Let's look at the description. I think the description lists. So this is kind of what I'm going for. I like that's not bad. I like this though, because this one is going to have different sides, different sizes. So let's try something else. Let's do, rather than doing a flex, let's do grid calls for and gap 2. Okay, now we'll do, what am I doing here? Div class name equals call let's try this. Div class name equals call span -3. And then let's replicate that down below. So we've got that. Oh, I see what I did. That's fine. No, that's fine. We'll do it that way. Maybe. Let's see what this looks like. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. Why am I getting that? Maybe space. There we go. Okay. So now we do impressions. This is what I want. Impressions, features. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, that's kind of on my radar. That's kind of what I want. The type here, this is interesting. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do const type equals, const type equals field data dot type. And then I'm going to say const type diff if type type equals some render. I gotta fix that. Render some sort of user interface. Okay, and then I'm going to use type diff here. Nope, I'm going to use type diff here. And I'm going to put that in, let's see, flex. Why is that? Why is that not going on? I don't actually need their, I don't need that because it's going to be the, okay, so let's do this. Let's put the features here instead. field data dot features. There we go. Let's do that. Get rid of this down here, or use something else. Okay, so that's not too bad. I mean, it's okay. It just depends on what people enter. I left it as freeform text, so I may leave it, I may not. Let's see what other data we could put in here. So we're gonna need the link, but we'll do that. How using, I guess. Let's try how using. Oh, it's gonna work. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Should I do a text write on this? Text write. Do I like that? Let's see if I like that. I think I like that. All right, let's just do that. All right, let's see how we're doing. This isn't awful. This isn't awful. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. All right, so we're on the right track. Now, other thoughts. I need some other thoughts. Other thoughts. We'll put in other thoughts. Let's try one more here. I like this. I don't know, there might be too much. All right, so we're coming along. I don't know, maybe it's too drab or something. You're right. So let's see if we can. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling inspired right now. What do you think? What should I do with this? I'm not sure. I mean, I could give it some color, I guess. I'm feeling very uninspired right now. Sorry. Purple, do that. Highlight that. Do 800, 700. All right. So like this one is empty. That's interesting. I have to figure out what to plan for if it's empty. This one here, what is it? Library. The person didn't put the library in there. Maybe I shouldn't include records that don't have a library name. That's probably what I want to do. So the rest of this is dealing with the other thing. I'm going to put the shortcomings and struggles. Shortcomings and struggles. I'll just put those in there, and then we'll see what we can do. So this is kind of getting out of hand, and it just so happens to be that this is sort of a component here. So I could actually extract this as a component. Let's do that. I'm going to just put it down here. Let's see, I'll do const list item equals. We'll do that. Return all right, so field data. Actually, let's do this. Let's do label item. There we go. So I'm going to pass in the label and the item, and this will be the label right here. Label, and this will be the item. There we go. Now I'm going to use this up here instead of these two. Sorry, instead of these two divs, I'm going to do list item, and I'm going to say item equals equals field data dot license, and the label equals license. Okay, so what did that do? Messed everything up. Let's remove these for a minute or comment them out. Let's see if we can get this to work. What's going on? Where am I? License. Actually, I wonder if I need to. I probably need to pull this out. I'm trying to think. No, that's. What's happening here? License? Is it license? All right, so I'm getting some errors here. It's because it's not respecting the grid. I think I need to do this. Yeah, I need to put this. Wait, what is that? Yeah, good calls. So I'm going to put that inside of the component. I think that's what I want. So now list item, I can now do, yeah. py-3, no, space y-3. Give some space in between. List item. So we'll do features and features. We'll do, actually we'll do impressions next. There could even be another better way to do this, but for now, I'm just doing this. Okay, there we go. What else did I have? I had impressions. I had being used. All right, so list item. There we go. And we'll do the other one here. Nice. So it picked up on all of these. That's great. Okay. So now I can get rid of those. And now I've got a component that if I decide to change it by saying, I want the label to be red, I can do it in one place rather than all of those other places. So, and again, like I said, there's even better way to do this, but for now, because I'm still writing it 4 times, and feels like that's pretty silly, but it's fine because it's just a few. All right, so I think that's good for today. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still kind of coming up with what it's supposed to look like, and px-2. Still trying to come up with what it looks like. So text, I could do that, but that's silly. I'm not sure. Is medium a thing? No, it's not. No, text SM. A little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so we're on our way. It's not perfect, but I need to add some coloring to it and such, but or some icons or something. So, but again, this is what people are putting in there. So this is what I am trying to get, and I like it. It kind of works. This is not actually that bad. So what I will do in the future is work with these buttons here up top and allow people to click on one of these and filter the information below. It's not going to show all of them. I could, but then it'll allow them to filter. I'll sort by the name of them. I will not include ones that don't have a name on it. So yeah, so there's some stuff. Let me know what you think of this look. I'll put some examples in the community. And we'll see if you have some better suggestions. I do need help with this. So I could truncate this. It's already wrapping. That's great. I could make it smaller, XS. That might be too small. I'll do some exploration and see what I can come up with. But yeah, there we go. All right, thanks for your time. This was good. I was a little distracted today, but we'll get back to it. This is a good step and one that I would normally do. So, all right, folks, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.